What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Trick Pins. If you've been following the channel for a while, you might recognize this boat right here behind me. We did a video on this not long ago. It was the how-to John boat front deck video, and he loves it. It turned out good for him. He went ahead and put some of these little carpet sticky things on here. Not my cup of tea, but he's happy with what we did. We extended this deck back. We put this hatch in here. Austin actually helped me with this project. He wanted a place to put his battery, so that's what he got. He's very happy with the work. Obviously, like clockwork, he's back. He wants something else. This is the way a lot of my builds progress. People get a portion done, and then they want to do something else, and then eventually they get to the point where the entire metal work is done in the boat, and then they want to turf it or paint it. So a lot of the builds are created slowly. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that. It's pretty cool to see the whole build come together over time, because it takes a lot to build an entire boat in one setting. But today, he's back because he wants to get some hatches put into his rear bench seat. Now, he's got a decent sized bench seat in here. It's a little bit smaller than some of the tracker, just well built. It's about 17 inches. So we're gonna put 2 hatches on the port and starboard. And basically the reason for that is he wants to be able to fit those tackle boxes in there because he does most of his fishing from the back of the boat. He fishes with his kids a lot. And he said the majority of the time he lets them man the trolling motor up on the front deck and he sits back here. So he wants a place to keep all his tackle trays and boxes so they'll be out of the floor of the boat, or he doesn't have to have a big tackle box in the boat. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna put one hatch, port and starboard side, and then we might move this battery back here up inside of this hatch because he's still got this big pedestal seat right here. So that space underneath there is kind of the dead zone. So if we can move that battery up inside of there, I think it would be good for him because it'll free up a little bit more space in this back area in case he does want to bring a tackle box or a small cooler. It'd be a perfect area for it. I'm gonna take some measurements on these hatches right here. We're gonna go get these things built up, guys. Let's get back to work. All right, so we got both of our hatches built for this back bench seat. Now, luckily, one of my employees, Mangus, he was caught up on some stuff and he came over to help me out because we got a lot of hatches that we're making. So I'm getting ready to cut out both of these holes and I'm gonna drop these inside of here. Now, I might make some pans or something to go down inside of these rear benches. I gotta figure out exactly how I'm gonna do the floor in there. But the first thing we gotta do is cut both of these holes in here and we're gonna dig this foam out of here. Now, one thing about this Weldbilt foam, it's very simple to get out. It's like a thick closed cell foam. It's not the spray foam. It doesn't stick to the sides of the boat. You can literally just chop it up with a long blade on a Sawzall, or you can even use a drywall saw and just kind of saw through it into big chunks and take it out. It's very simple. That's one of the reasons I love the Weldbilts. This back bench ain't gonna build itself. let's get back to work. All right, so it's all done. Turned out good. We got 2 black key locks in here. See inside of here? It's got a lot of space in there. He does need to clean his floor up and paint it. I put these dividers in here. I did go ahead and throw his batteries up inside of here too, or his battery, I should say. There's only one in there, but I put that pan in the bottom for it, welded to the bottom of the boat, and then I put this divider in here. Now the reason this divider stops down here is because he's got to be able to get up in here and put his charger onto these ports right here. He's got to be able to put them on those studs. So he's got room to do that on this side. And if he needs to get that battery out, he is going to have to take these rivets out on either side to pull that battery out. Now the other side, I made a little bit taller just because he's not going to be pulling the battery out this side. So I brought this one up 11 inches. The other side was only 7 inches, but this one works out good. And that box has his keys in it for the hatches. But these are the tackle Plano boxes that he uses right here, and they'll fit in here perfectly. You can set them like that. He wants to stack them this way, or you can lay them down. He wants to fit more that way. So this is what he wanted. He's got plenty of room in here for his tackle now. If you guys are interested in a kit like this for your back bench, all you gotta do is tell me the measurement of the width of your bench and then figure out how wide you want them to be. Now take into consideration, if you're gonna be using a big captain's chair in here, you might want to leave enough space to where you can open this door while that seat's in there, which is what we did here. These hatches ended up being 15 by 20. So you still got a good amount of room inside of there. And they turned out pretty good. He definitely wanted to have these key locks on here. That way he can lock these up if he's at a tournament, or if he has to run to the truck, and he doesn't have to worry about somebody stealing his tackle or messing with any of his stuff. All in all, turns out pretty dope. All right, guys, we got this thing wrapped up. We got stage 1. Me and Austin put this in here a couple months ago for the front deck, and we got stage 2. The bench kit in here. We got 2 big hatches on either side, and we put the spacers and dividers in there. That way he can have room to put his tackle in there, and we've got the battery in there. Now, by putting that battery in the middle in that tray, that opened up this whole area right here. He's got a big space back by this transom, and that will allow him to put a big cooler in here, or to have some more extra storage for his life jackets or whatever he wants to bring in the boat. Thing turned out good though. I'm happy with the way these hatches look in here. I'm pretty positive that I'm gonna see this boat again. We're probably gonna end up finishing up this transom, and maybe doing something with these side panels, because he's already been talking about it. The thing did get me. Got me pretty good. I probably could have got 2 or 3 stitches in here, but I got a lot to do. I put some butterfly clips on it, and I'm hoping this thing will stay closed, because I'm going home to turf another tracker tonight, and tomorrow's Friday, I gotta be at work. So I can't take this time to go get a couple of stitches for this little baby cut. I do appreciate you guys watching though. Hit that like, subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the build. As always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'll see y'all next time. I gotta get back to work.